The Suicide Dive. I'm over the Suicide Dive, folks. Every damn match on every show I watch, it's the WWE, AEW, Indie. Everybody does it every damn match, and it does not even matter, and I'm sick and tired of it. I throw up in my mouth a little bit. And you know what else? Same goes for the super kick. Been done with that since HBK retired it in 2010. I swear there's a damn super kick in every match now, and it's being overused and kicked out of all the damn time. That used to be a finishing move, you remember that? Gentleman Chris Adams rolls over in his grave every time someone kicks out of it. DDT as well, and that makes me sick every time it's kicked out of. You know, poor Jake the Snake. Poor Jake the Snake. It's like what the Canadian Destroyer is becoming now. Every time I see it used and kicked out of, I throw up in my mouth a little bit. It's unreal that that move right now does not end with a stretcher out. Psychology, I think, has been replaced by the false finish. You know, and you put that in there, and maybe let me rephrase it that the psychology behind the false finish is also becoming a lost art. That's, you know, that's part of the problem. You know, the false finish might be overdone. Finishers are just moves now. Every promotion has this issue. And I just don't understand and I don't get it, how the fans like this. It's the pop. That's what it is. That's what they're going for. The easy pop at best. You know, listen, and false finishes, I'm sure they serve their place. I feel it's the psychology behind them that's hurting the storytelling. Using finishers as a false finish, in my opinion, not the way to go. Especially when the wrestler, let's say it's wrestler A versus wrestler B, and the wrestler C, you know, and they use the wrestler C finish, and they kick out of it. It seems like maybe most fans don't care who wins and loses. Maybe in their minds, you know, they're there for a performance, and in their mind, I guess it adds to it. And that's one of the things, you know, I go back and forth with AEW, how they're going to be different. False finishes, I thought that's something that they would not do. They would stress that, but they have just as many false finishes as anyone else. Listen, when it comes to, I think, the AEW crowd, no offense, I think the AEW crowd is probably the worst. It seems like it's the comic book nerd type of culture. And that maybe didn't, you know, it doesn't really feel like the crowds from back in the day, ECW crowds, right? Maybe the hardcore guys are there, they're just outnumbered. You know, but maybe I'm just the old fart guy there, right? Part of the hardcore crowd, because it doesn't seem to be my generation crowd. It seems to be all these comic book millennial type of gamer guys, and maybe that's the generation of current indie wrestlers. Maybe the main talk in the locker rooms is usually comic book characters and video games. You know, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just the obsolete, you know, type of fan there. Maybe I don't get it anymore. You know, maybe I'm not that who the wrestlers cater to anymore. I'm approaching 40 years old. Maybe it's towards the younger guys. Maybe that's why the psychology has changed so much and the way a match is presented. Hey, but enough for me. Enough of the suicide dives, false finishers, finishers not being finishers anymore. Enough. Hope all is well.